Eyes, get set. 5, 6, 7, 8. Why you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why. Every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go. Because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Think you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes, knowing that you telling them lies. You been telling them lies. I asked you about this. Yeah, you lied about it. I asked you about that. Yeah, you lied about it. Get the lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you a lie to his face. Damn, P-O-E-O. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. I said P-No-E-O. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. No, let's go. Start telling all them lies. Number one, let's go. Cause I don't believe that you say at this point. Cause all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Good morning. I found that one this morning. I thought it was funny. Let me get to the chat. Again, the link is pinned. Let's do our ritual hellos. Oh, Cindy, all I read was please. I'm like, please what, girl? Good morning. Go get your food, Soph. Drive safe. I'm a JJ. JJ, the link is there if you want it. Y'all are more than welcome. Hey, Dark Soul. Good to see you again. Good morning, Barbie. I'm glad to see you again. My Michelle. What's up, girl? Hold on. I saw someone that I haven't seen in a long time. There's my Teresa. Yeah. You know, I would have to dedicate way too much energy to trying to explain it all. I mean, it's like 5 years of history, so kind of got to hop in where you can, try to understand, because I ain't doing all that. There she is, Roddy Mom. I was just thinking about you the other day. I hope you're doing good. Oh, I'm glad everyone liked it. Is he funny? Oh, I love the toe touches. Oh my God, when I was cheering, they would make us do like triple toe touches. Nah, you get one out of me. You get one toe touch and one cartwheel. That's it. Yeah, I like finding shit. No, I don't want you to sit on your hands, girl. Get your ass up here. Seriously, get your ass up here. Well, I hope everyone is having a good morning. Of course, right as I'm about to go live, I get a call from the pediatrician. So when the doctor calls, you answer. I'm glad I answered because typically I don't answer phone numbers I don't know, because I get about, I'd say at least, it's gone down a little bit. Now that I'm saying it, I'm sure it'll go back up, but probably like 5 to 10 spam calls a day. That all started, I want to say, the end of December, beginning of January. But, you know, everyone gets spam calls, I guess. Hey, Pixie. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you guys missed the last one, I know my girl Shannon wasn't even notified by YouTube. Yeah, when we're done, go rewatch the last one. And it was kind of like a, what do you call it, a prelude to this one. All right. I'm going to be up front. This is going to be all over the place. I have notes that I took last week. And then I did a quick listen to some stuff before I came live and did like added notes. So on my original notes, I'm starring ones where I have to go to the added note. It's going to be a hot mess today. It's going to be a hot mess, but you know, Hot Mess Express, hop the fuck on. It's kind of fitting for all this, honestly. So stupid. I can still touch my toes. I'm proud to say that. It hurts, but I can. Okay. I understand, girl. For months, I turned off my notifications completely. So I completely get it. All right. So we are going to be, again, sideways reacting to BTU's members live. Again, I cannot play it and react to it properly, which pisses me off because apparently there's already been lies said, and it's not like I can't post the receipts because it's on a members. So that kind of shit pisses me off a little bit because, I like to be truthful. But again, the people that it's coming from, at the same time, I don't give a fuck. Liars gonna lie. That's why I want you up here. That is exactly why I want you up here. People need more blunt truthfulness. They do. Some can't handle it, but, All right. So again, I listened to her live. I went through it line by line and I'm going down the list of what I wanted to react to. So right in the beginning, yes, B, you are an undercover bully. That is my opinion. I'd much rather someone just be a bully out front. At least I can respect that. But when you do it always on members and behind the scenes and then play pristine on your regular videos, that's an undercover bully in my book. And we'll get into more specific reasons why I say that. She goes on to talk about how she was giving someone else all these praises, and now they've turned. Why are you giving awful fucking people praises at all? That's concerning. She goes on to talk about how she was in a fragile state. Then goes on to say how Coley is a whole ass problem. I can't wrap my head around that. I really can't. As I go through, she's going to talk about someone else who was apparently in a fragile state and going through a tough time and just maybe not all there, and how it was so fucked up for other people to go after that person while she was going through that. I have said since the end of last year that I can clearly see that, and I'm not going to shit on Coley, but something ain't right. My gut, it tells me that something ain't right. So I don't understand how it's okay for one person, probably because you were friends with them. But it's not okay for them. But it's okay for you to constantly go at Coley because you're just responding, right? Okay. I mean, I've seen you in so many streams about Coley, so you only respond to Coley. You're not, whatever. Again, undercover bully. She then states that she doesn't care about sock accounts. I think if that was truthful, we wouldn't be here right now. Because if you don't care about sock accounts, then in turn, you shouldn't care when someone accuses you of being one. Especially if you're not that account. You got way too fucking defensive and over the top with the dramatics and all of your buddies hopping in for it not to be one of y'all, in my opinion. You finally deny being first sock ever. That is the first time she has outright said that. And she has had many opportunities. Someone straight up asked her in a comment, if she was that account, and she still didn't say yes or no, but goes on to have a whole ass conversation with them. It was very odd. Let me ask you a question. Why do you care what Coley is doing? Just why? People are so irrelevant, but you seem to care a lot about Coley and Chris and like their friendship. Why do you give a fuck at all? Leave them be. You want to be left be, but when people do that, you then bring it back and start shit again. There's no winning. Like none of us can ever do right, whether it's me, Coley, anyone. But honestly, I could give two fucks what Coley says. And I think you should do the same. Let her and Chris be besties. Who gives a fuck? All right, I'm going to go through the comments. Cindy, can I just say publicly, I've never shared or even written down anyone's name, never. Not B, not anyone. JJ says, after the last few days, people need to realize the quiet ones in the mess are the worst. They cause the most harm. You know, I've realized that over the past few months, which is why I have ended, if you want to call them friendships, because the quiet ones, those are the ones that are especially behind the scenes doing nasty shit. She is, JJ. Clearly. More than clearly. And that, you know, she cared that others were going after one of her friends because, again, that was her friend, and she hated the others that were calling out that friend. But it's okay for her to do it to Coley when she's obviously struggling. Well, and that's what I kept saying in the last live. It wasn't that she was accusing me. It's the fact that she starts off by saying, I'm not going to be like those other women and outright accuse someone that they're this account, but then goes on to accuse people. But it's okay because it was just a banter. It was just a fun banter. Love how we can change the definition of things. I'm just saying. Well, yeah, again, that should be clear too. She does put on a show. She's baiting. And they are feeding into the bait. Don't do that, Teresa. And then you have like a whole crew of people on you. Hey, sweet potato. Good morning. Oh, Soph's back. Hey, Soph. Before a lurker says, well, Bliss, Cindy is a quiet one. No, I am not. I am reserved. That's I really like that because there's a big difference. But do speak my mind when it's warranted. My ignore game is on point. Yeah, I've really built up that ignore game. Sometimes still a little difficult, but and my gut always tells me when I'm right. Love you, Soph. Rules for thee, but not for me. Exactly. That's the point. It can't be bad for one person, but okay for another when they're both going through a similar struggle, in my opinion. That's my point. All right. We're going to leave off. I think JJ said this last live. B says something like, you can join the membership, but you're still not going to get into the group. Girl, no one wants to be in your group of lunatics. No one. Oh, shit. Then she's... Apparently someone was calling her a bully, sellout, and mean. I don't know who, but if I had to guess just from listening to the live, I'm assuming she means Coley. She says something like, call me all these names, bully, sellout, mean, etc. Call me that sock account. I don't care. Really? Because you definitely seemed to care a few months ago. And now all of a sudden you care enough to rehash it and to finally deny it after months. So, hypocrisy. All right, hold on. Flipping through my notes. Y'all can make fun of me for having notes. I'm ADHD. That's the one thing I do share about myself. Yeah, you were more than cordial. The person that she was talking about in the beginning, that she was giving praises to, and then upset that I guess they gave her criticisms. Way more than cordial. Can someone teach this girl how to get rid of a comment without having to heart or like it? I'm just saying. Way more than fucking cordial. All right, so yeah, you sure do seem to care when people call you names and accuse you of being an account. I just don't understand how you can act the way you did, but then say you don't support or care about sock accounts. That is fucking hilarious. There was a sock account that's been around for a while. I'm going to do my best not to say names because I don't want to unnecessarily drag people into this. There is one comment I'm going to read, and I'm going to say who it's from because I think they deserve the praise. I do. So you don't support or care about sock accounts. That is so fucking laughable to me. Isn't like the person you've supported for years has like pages of sock accounts and it was proven? You have a sock account in your chat during this live. So just know, y'all, if you're under a sock account, she's not going to support or respect you, though. But you go on supporting her. You know what else I find really odd? With all these sock channels, and I know Cindy has a different explanation, I'll keep it to sock channels. And when I say sock channels, these channels will just pop up out of nowhere and know like all the history. Okay. Which crew is always the first to find these sock channels and then interact with them? Because it ain't us, I can tell you that. Why is it that these random sock channels with no subscribers all of a sudden start making content and you people are the first to fucking know about it every single time? Does anyone have an answer for that? Because I definitely have an assumption because it's coming from that side. Show me one sock channel where any of us are instantaneously under it, commenting, sharing it, probably sharing it with our friends. Obviously, y'all are talking about the Claymation channel behind the scenes. How do y'all find these channels so quickly? Teresa, maybe they get tagged. What then? So if they're every channel that's ever happened with, why are they always tagging that side? That's weird. That's suspicious. Every single fucking time. Oh, hey, honey. Drive safe. He can't talk, y'all. He's working and driving. Yeah, people still have yet to learn this lesson. JJ says, Cindy, you do, and that's why I always tell people not to push you because you have a sharp tongue when you've had enough. Cindy could easily make B cry. She won't. It would be like fucking painting her nails, though. She'd be painting her nails, and doing it. You won't though. Cindy says, ooh, who wants to be in their group? This is YouTube. I definitely don't. I'm good. Back into some fuck shit. Yeah, well, other people claim she did the live for a different reason. Again, it doesn't. I can say that this live is about sunshine and rainbows. Don't take away from what the fuck is said. All right, I'm so glad you said this, because my next point, calling us slow. I don't get easily offended. There's certain words that would bother other people, that don't bother me personally, but I can also completely understand why those words would bother people. And slow is one of those words. I would never, I just think that's really fucking disgusting. And I'll leave it at that. So yeah, and JJ says, we are called slow for our opinions. Lady, your own damn friend accused you. We just told others why we believed it to be true. You're still friends with the person that called you out, though, aren't you? Isn't that fucking ironic? Yeah. Listen, the irony ain't lost on anyone, Roddy Mom. She said shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, Martin's mommy. Oh, the dentist. It's my nemesis. Well, drive safe to work. I hope you have a good day. Do not walk on my laptop keyboard. My cat is right by me. You gonna help? I'm kind of in a spot, though. I love you, too. Right back at you, girl. JJ says, every damn time the Slack accounts are from over there. How do people not realize this? You know? Don't ignore shit, y'all. The puzzle is not that hard to put together, and I fucking suck at puzzles. All right, Martin's mommy, drive safe. Never heard of sock accounts until I hopped into the function. God, I love you. I love you, love you. I know. I always enjoy being underestimated, Cindy. It always makes for a nice surprise. All right. Let's see where I left off. All right. So again, you guys, the way I am reacting and responding, I am literally going from the beginning to probably like the middle to endish of her live. So this is not me, although I am all over the place. I will clearly say that today. My ADHD brain is like fucking hot wiring a car today in my head. I don't fucking know. So I am all over the place. But I'm all over the place because I'm listening to someone else who cannot stay on the same subject, who is also all over the place. So the combination of both of us being that way, it's just going to be a little hard for some people. And I do apologize. That I do. Okay, so then she goes back to Coley. And again, my question, why do you care that Chris and Coley are friendly to each other? Y'all wanted to get rid of Chris for so long. So fucking long. She's gone. Let her and Coley have a good ass fucking time. Leave them the fuck alone. Again, she doesn't bully y'all, but then she goes on. Apparently, Coley shared some like hospital stay that her daughter had or something. Listen, I don't agree with sharing that stuff, but I also don't tell other content creators who are parents what is okay for them to share about their children. That is none of my fucking business, and that's just a spot where you need to stay the fuck in your lane. But so apparently Coley shared that, and then B says, oh my God, can you imagine Chris going to Coley? Because apparently Chris like either wrote in a comment or they saw it somewhere. I don't fucking know where. I don't watch Coley. Don't go to her channel. But apparently, or if it was a live, or I don't know what it was. If Coley did a live or community tab post or whatever. And Chris said, if you need me, I'll be there. Which I thought was actually really sweet. But B says, oh my God, can you imagine Chris going to Coley? Ew. What, like, how does anyone twist that? Whether you don't like the people or not, I think that's actually really sweet. And, maybe Coley did need a friend. Again, B always says, I'm only reacting to Coley. I only respond. You know what that sounds like, guys? My 7-year-old, when she comes up to me and says that her brother hit her, or she hit her brother, and she says, he did it first. So she hit him, but he did it first. When B says that she only responds, that's all I hear is my 7-year-old going, he did it first. She did it first. They did it first. Who fucking cares? All right, I miss people. Hey, allegedly, good morning. Nope. So again, people are going to continue to lie, say that I was never mentioned, which is an absolute fucking lie. And that's fine. But yeah, if honestly, even if I could respond with like a screenshot of a transcript, which I can't because it's a members only video, I probably wouldn't because I don't give a fuck what those people say. Hey, Small Fry, good to see you, girl. They sure can't. Cindy says, I do speak on people oversharing their children's private business by exploiting them. Sharing is different than exploitation, in my opinion. Yes, I think there is a big difference between Coley saying she's in the hospital with one of her kids versus, for example, most of us know what like Katie Joy does or did. Huge fucking difference. Why does she care so much? But then the whole time spouts that she doesn't care. Pixie says, I just let them be friends. And if they are besties, personally, I'm happy because it's hard to have health issues alone. So yeah, that was sweet that Chris and Coley are close. I don't disagree. Do I think it's going to last? Absolutely fucking not. But, they're both out of y'all's hair. I know. Small Fry, you're telling me. If you missed the last live, catch that when you can. Because it's going to kind of make a little more sense. But yeah, I had no plans on talking about really anyone. Ever the fuck again. So, yeah. I'm only responding. She did it first. All right. You guys know who Coley is. Again, she is baiting y'all. And you are feeding the troll. And you know it. Because she's done this for years. And y'all have done this for years. You just want someone to complain about. So she goes on to say how she had a fun, family-filled weekend. Spending time with family over the weekend. I can tell y'all, when I'm spending time with family, I'm not knowing every single drama that's going on YouTube. Seem to caught up real quick. That's weird. Then she said, of course, listen, there can't be a B stream without her bringing up popcorn, y'all. Okay. I think Cindy said in the last live, like, why someone who's no longer on YouTube or social media at all is still the villain in your story and constantly brought up. Cindy, that will never change. I've always said that. She will always be the villain, but I believe that since she's no longer on YouTube, on social media, that B needs a new victim target. That's what I believe. You ain't going to get that out of me. What I'm doing right now is no different than what she did in her member's life. Just keep that in mind. And I'm not going to mention nearly as many people as she did. So she says that people tried to climb the ladder in another person's crew and Popcorn's group for recognition for going after their enemy. So I took that as, first of all, apparently Popcorn was the ringleader. We're climbing Pop's ladder, right? That was some weird shit. No one leads me. The only ladder I'm climbing is my own fucking life ladder. I ain't climbing on anyone else's. And for recognition, for going after their enemy, that is some weird shit. Then you know what? Anyone who comes at me for reacting to you is also doing that. Just like Cindy said, we can easily flip that fucking coin. Everything you say, I can flip. So she goes on about Coley for a little bit. And again, talking about Coley and why she outed her daughter's health info and the hospital she was at. You know, people could say the same about you connecting your channel to your husband's channel when there were clear as day street signs viewable and a license plate. I don't think there's any difference. I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to do anything with that kind of info. But you know people will, which is basically what I took as you saying to Coley, like, why would you out that stuff? Why would you share your location? Well, why would you share your location? There's no difference. All right, let me scroll up. I missed someone coming in. Yep, that's how we got here, girl. Yeah, well, Shiloh, that is exactly, and hello, good to see you, girl. That is exactly what my point was without full out saying it. Shiloh says, I'm a little behind, but calling someone slow is no better than calling them the R word. I thought that was common knowledge. I'm right there with you. I know. It's the whole live. I'm like, that's weird. That's ironic. That's fucking hilarious. I'm transparent is definitely something that I am. JJ says they don't stop. Obviously, y'all see I don't lie about hiring a PI. Hold on. Have I done a live about it? Is that what you meant to say? Sorry, my brain can't figure out typos right now. That happened spring of 2024. I am no liar. I mean, that was never a lie. And like I said, it was like taking candy from a baby yesterday, you and your community tab, because it's so easy to prove the truth. And if you want to come up and add anything else to that, I'm cool with it. Hey, Terry. LIAR. No, you don't, JJ. You need to click the pin link. Get your ass up here. Especially because I got a pee, so you should come up and hold it down for a minute. You can go on to talk about kind of what we were talking about if you want. Okay. something else while she was talking about Coley and Chris just rubbed me the wrong way. And she even says, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but you guys, what does it mean when someone says a but? Okay, that means take away everything they just said. And now this is what they're saying. Beef says she doesn't care that Chris was in the hospital. And again, this is stuff that Chris has shared. Like, I'm not outing anything that she hasn't shared. But we were supposed to care when you were in a fragile state. I mean, that's the whole reason. I mean, honestly, I was kind of over it all, if I'm being honest. But I dropped that whole you are first sock ever scenario because I was asked to by people I respect. So I had empathy for you. You can't have empathy for a lady who's, I mean, even if you don't like her, like, why is it that it's okay for you not to empathize with Chris, but we're all supposed to empathize with you and what you're going through? Exactly. I ain't trying to be mean, but I'm about to be mean. Yep, bullshit comes after a but. Oh, JJ. Hey, girl, hey. JJ. She's muted, y'all.
Oops, sorry,
Seen
I wasn't
JJ
muted.
with such few words. Oh, there she is.
Yes, nobody knows me to be quiet. Fuck, I say too much. Everybody knows that. Anyway,
You go on.
yeah,
I'm still gonna be able to hear you. I just gotta walk away a second. I'm listening.
okay, you can walk away and go potty. That's what I'm up here to relieve my girl, because I know what that's like, and it really freaking sucks when you gotta go pee. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Did she really say that about Chris being in the hospital? That's mean. Oh, I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't follow a ton of these people. I don't. And like I said, and it's the honest truth, I had no idea that I was still a member to B's members only. But if she thought that I was not going to say what exactly was said, and I've only listened to two of her lives. The first one was the one that I joined, and it was important to hear that. And then there is the one right now that Chris is reacting to without being able to react to it because it's members only and she can be struck. Like, it's, everybody knows you can't play anything that is behind a paywall. Otherwise, yeah, you could be struck and anyone would be deserving of it because you can't play that. So I completely understand why she's not. I have been in fragile states, but no one knew because I simply got offline and dealt with it appropriately. Exactly, Sydney,
Yep.
exactly.
Oh,
And the
Cindy said
times
that?
that, yeah,
Exactly. Yep.
yep, exactly. And all of us have, we've all had things. People know a lot of what I went through, not because I wanted to tell them, but they know. And did I get any kind of break, peace? Absolutely not. They went
Nope.
harder.
We
So,
were all bombarded. I
yep,
had to fucking block people, and I hate blocking people. But
yeah,
I like that Cindy said this because, yeah, I've been in fragile. Everyone's been in a fragile fucking state, but we all don't come online and share that. And that's what gets me with B calling us or anyone slow. I don't share. The only thing I've ever shared is my ADHD brain because I like making jokes about it. It's funny to me. I'd much rather laugh at something I have to deal with than fucking cry about it every day like others do. So for her to call me, you, anyone else slow, not knowing what maybe one of our other diagnoses could be, it's fucked up because if a diagnosis like, for example, autism was publicly said by someone, I know some
right.
people share their autism diagnosis, and that is up to the individual. A lot of people advocate, so I completely get it. But if that was said to a person who's known to be autistic, that she called them slow, that's like instant fucking cancellation right there. But you don't always know because people don't always fucking publicly share. is my point.
Right. Well, we are apparently slow because this woman is friends with someone who outed her for being the sock account. But we're the slow ones. B, how about you answer for that, honey? Your friend accused you before we ever said a word. Your own friend. That is our point here. I mean, I don't even understand why that's a thing. Like, B should just, her target should be the person, her friend, who actually said it to the public that she was that particular sock account. So I don't get it. I don't know. Am I just being slow right now that I don't understand how you could still be friends with someone who accused you but come at us and call us slow for connecting dots and telling everybody how we could see that it could be you? Because we never ever said that it was fact that it was you, and you're a liar for making it out to people that we did. You are a damn liar, B, and I'm calling you that right here, right now. You are a liar. We got up there and said it's our opinion. And when did we do that? After your friend that you were in a little group chat with only 4 people said that you were that account.
Well, she's not just a
I don't know,
liar.
man.
And again, we can all be hypocrites, but goddamn, do some people do it a lot more than others? Because again, her and others are so up in arms when she's accused, but she and others support someone who has accused me so many fucking times of being different accounts. It's okay there, though.
Oh, right. And Terry Lynn, I empathize with your position. I do. I do. That's why I don't really say anything to you. I empathize with your position. That's your friends. I get it. And I know what Coley has said about you. She's done it to us too. We know that Coley, participates with having minors in her chat. That's not okay. But what what are we supposed to do about it? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how can we stop that from happening? Answer, uh, we can't. We can't. There's nothing that we can do. So why keep going at a woman that we know obviously has problems and really only has 1 or 2 people in her chat? Let her
And is
spill her
also
bullshit.
she's a proven liar. I have many
Yes,
shorts versus shorts on my
exactly.
channel that shows that she is a proven fucking liar. Put anything
Yeah.
up about me or JJ that proves we lied.
Yes, please do, because I would love to see it and I'll explain it. Just as how some people who, I don't want to call them slow, but, whatever other word, delayed, maybe, I'll go with that.
Nah, that's probably
Um,
just as bad.
is it? But I feel that way. See, I'm way too damn honest.
I
Anyway,
know.
when people are that fucking stupid, you can't help but feel that way. Such as, okay, when I said that I was going to hire a I did so. I went on Just Jules's panel. I told people I was doing it. They just didn't believe me. And I have proof, and I just dropped it yesterday that I sure the fuck did indeed hire a I called 5 places. I sure did. Actually, it was probably more than that. But by the time I went on Jules's panel, I said 5 because that was probably the amount at the time, trying to find out if they can do what I need them to do. Why the fuck would I hire 5 different private investigating companies? Why? Because that's what's being said. Oh, now that she's proven that she's not a liar about hiring, now we're going to say that, oh, she didn't hire 5, so she's a liar. Why would anyone do that? This is why I'm saying delayed, okay? Because it is like fucking common sense. Like, seriously, common sense. Why would anyone do that? Words matter. Words matter. And if you're unable to understand what words mean, maybe you should shut the fuck up. Maybe, just maybe, because you're making yourself look stupider.
I say just let him
Is that
keep
a
making
word?
himself. No, I think it's more stupid.
More stupid. Okay. See, even that. I wasn't sure, so I got to ask. It didn't feel right. Stupider. But anyway, all right, girl. I will drop down and let you do your live. But seriously, people, seriously, we've got to start using common sense. This is ridiculous. There's only one side that accounts are ever to be found out from. None of them are Bliss Chris, JJ, Cindy, Teresa, or any of our little type of friends. Care. We're gonna say it under our own account. If I do some shit, I want people to know I did it. Because I'm not like that. I'm not messy like that. I'm not gonna fuck with people for the fuck of it. If I do something, I'm going to tell you to do it. And if you don't believe me, that's on you. Period. I told them what I was doing, didn't lie. And there's no way that I ever said I was going to hire 5 private investigators.
That is the
Fucking
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Stupid. Exactly. Anyway, I love you so much, and I'll get down so that way you can keep talking. I know I talk a lot, and thank you for letting me up.
You can stay.
Love
You
you.
can hop back up when you feel the need. Love you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to kick you like that. That was fucked up. All right, Terry, this ain't your fault. Nope. You have no control over what other people speak on. Like I said, a lot, like I've had to change titles for my lives because it just went in a completely different direction than I had planned. So, and Teresa, I'm not even doing that. I'm literally like paraphrasing and just responding to certain points. Yeah, that's disgusting to accuse someone of that. And I also understand this. I completely get that there are some people I just cannot bring myself to have empathy for. And I'm sorry, but B has turned into one of those people. So why should I, and even with saying that, I still carried enough empathy to respect when people asked me to drop it. So I had to like pull that out of fucking nowhere. And I respected the people that had asked me, which is how I was able to do that. But she doesn't care about Chris and what she's got going on, but I'm supposed to care about B and what she has going on. Cindy says, imagine if one of our friends accused us of being a suck that targeted them. The world would have to stand still and crucify us. Oh my God. It would never end. It would never fuck end. But apparently we were just supposed to shut the fuck up. Oh, I know. Me and Roddy have a live on my channel too. That's what I'm saying though. She's a proven liar. I'm done. People that so easily lie, I am done responding to. You are no one. Not even do I not take what you say seriously. I don't want to see it at all. I don't fucking care. You know what? Terry gave it the best college try. And I personally told Terry that, like, you held on way longer than I would have. I'm just saying. And I'm glad she's blocked. Small Fry says, fighting with Coley is a proven liar is like fighting with a child and proving their imaginary friend isn't real. She's concerning, but in a sense where I'm like, where is your family? Yeah. I mean, you pretty much said what I just said, just in a better way. Hey, Sam.
I just wanted to say about the Coley thing. We have addressed things that we felt were important, like when she said that we laughed at her DV situation and added that we did it in a members only, just to, because she knew that it would be harder for people to prove, for people to go back into my lives unless you were a member. And it's funny that people back then were like, yeah, that never happened. And then now are saying, yeah, they did that. Fucking liars. Anyway, um, but I went back to that members only because she said it happened with recaps with Bobby. So I went back. We had a stream. We spoke about it, me, you, and JJ, because we had to defend ourselves. You're saying that we laughed at your DV to the point of crying. That is unacceptable. That, because DV is never funny under any circumstances. Okay. Um, I don't accuse people. We don't accuse people of that, in a joking way. We don't mock people. We don't use that, to come at people. That never happened. So we addressed it. And then when she doubled and tripled and quinceañera down on it, and then, was adding and changing the story, oh, it happened with recaps with Bobby. So you really went back and had a starting point. I can't thank you enough because, girl, I don't know how you do it. But anyway, you narrowed it down to the time, and I was able to go back and get that whole chunk and put it was a members only, and I can do that. I can put my members only on YouTube, a piece of it, and I posted it. It's still on my channel to show the whole interaction with recaps with Bobby that didn't happen.
Real quick, son. Actually, it was not a members only, and that's
Oh,
why it took me so fucking. Your memory is about to be jolted. It took me so long to find it because Coley falsely stated it was a members only. But when I finally fucking found it, it was not a members only.
that's right. And you were able to find it because of the recaps with Bobby part, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so I stand corrected. Thank you, because Bliss always corrects me, and I love that. She's not going to let me say something, falsely or incorrectly. So I thank you for that. But things like that I think are important. And Terry Lynn, I would never fault you or your friends for defending you when with an accusation that serious, especially pertaining to children, DV, or you know what I mean, substance abuse, or any of these things. Saying that you contacted her child is unacceptable. Coley has a pattern of doing these things. And so I think you make the point, you defend yourself because that's a very serious accusation, and you move on. I just don't see the point, and I'm not directing this to you, Terry Lynn, in general. I don't see the point of continuing, and especially if you know that she is a liar. She is. Something isn't right, some kind of trauma or whatever. It doesn't excuse the behaviors. So don't misunderstand that either. You're still accountable for your behaviors. Just like if you're in addiction, you're still accountable for your behaviors, all the things. Um, Having a mental illness does not excuse you choosing to get on the internet and saying things that are indefensible. I always have that stance. But there comes a time where you just have to remove yourself. I've also called out Coley for speaking with minors. That is a forever no for me. Not even just because I'm a mother, just because I'm a human being. Like, what are we doing? Having kids modding and having inappropriate Snapchat conversations with kids. Like, girl, bye. Anyway, I addressed it and I moved on because, like JJ said, what else can we do? What else can we do unless we're going to contact the police and all of that? And I don't do that. I don't go real life. But so I addressed it because I wanted my stance to be known. This is not okay. And everybody needs to know that. And I moved on. So these accusations, it's not okay for people to make accusations like that, even if they are struggling with their mental illness. But you you have this expectation that if you say, I'm struggling mentally, don't criticize me, don't give me any pushback, while I simultaneously say F you and you're struggling in the same breath. That is crazy to me. And like Bliss said earlier, we can always turn that mirror, you know what I mean, around. We're all guilty of being hypocrites. We're all guilty of having biases. But you have to have some self-awareness. Like sometimes I say things and I'm like, damn, that could pertain to me or a friend. Like when you know what I mean? Certain, I don't have to go into it, but it can. But so that's what I wanted to say. Just Coley's a proven liar, and there's no reason to keep going back and forth. If her and Chris are friends, how does that affect our lives at all? It doesn't. I don't care. When they fall out and it's going to be big and ugly and horrendous, they're going to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care enough, but it's not okay because you did this in the members only, you're allowing people to lie in defense of her, saying that she never mentioned Bliss's name. And it's a lie. I would never do that. Say something in the members only, and then people accuse me, and I'm going to deny it. Like, members only is a secret club. It's not secret, it's not private, and it's wrong. I would never let somebody lie for me, and I know that they're lying for me. Don't ever lie for me, please and thank you. You know what I mean? So I don't understand that. You see them lying, saying that you never mentioned Bliss when you did, and Bliss won't let me do that. Like when I was on her live last time, and I said she had accused Bliss, Bliss corrected me and said, no, she
But
didn't
Cindy, you were
accuse
still
me.
right.
Right,
She
but
did
she didn't
accuse
outwardly.
people. So what you said still stands.
Right. But I'm saying you still corrected me to make
Of
sure that all the
course.
information is
Because
accurate.
unlike B, I'm not going to I'm not going to lie when I know people are lying. I'm not going to stay silent. I'm going to correct it
And I
every
respect
fucking time.
and I respect that, and I appreciate that about you. And I just think it's sickening, this the victim Olympics is all the time. And again, Pop is no longer around, so they need another villain in their victim tale. You know what I mean? And if
Yep.
you want to be left alone, you have to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem. You want to be left alone, so you leave people alone. You think that you're going to do members only and shit talk people and it's not going to get back to them. That's not how the real world works. I don't talk about them. I've changed my whole content on my channel because, again, I can't say one thing out one side of my neck and do the opposite out the other side of my neck. It makes no sense. And you lose integrity and you lose respect when you do that.
Well,
People be like,
that's the point to these lives, exactly what you just said. And I'm happy that you came up and said that, a mental illness or whatever, a fragile state, whatever someone has going on, doesn't excuse the behavior. But it
no,
gets to the point where if you're the other party that's being accused, because we've been in that position as well, it's one thing to come back and just prove the lie with a receipt or a statement. It's a whole other thing to like delve into like who she's friends with, who's coming to see her. Like it just goes too far. Prove the lie if you feel the need to. I guarantee after a while you're not going to want to anymore. It gets very old proving liars a
it does
lie.
because that's what they do is lie. So what I do is I remove myself from the whole situation.
Well, that's
Yeah,
you taking accountability. Like you're like they're suffering possibly mentally, right?
yes.
We're not excusing it, but it has to get to a point where you have to raise yourself to a higher standard and not match the behavior of someone we perceive as not well.
Right. Like low hanging fruit. Like, why would you, if you really think that somebody is low hanging fruit, why do you keep bending down to pick it up? I don't understand. You're lowering yourself and it makes no sense. And I just don't understand it. If I don't respect somebody, I'm not watching them. And I know a lot of people say that I don't watch them. You know that, Bliss. I don't watch any
Nope.
of them. I don't watch them at all. So I'm lost. You guys always have to catch me up on stuff because I'm like, what happened? Because I just have to remove myself from it because I will become a raving lunatic.
And
I
you know
will.
what? You had your timeline of when you finally reached that recollection because it does take a little while. I had my timeline when I reached that about Coley last year. And I feel like B has been doing content on YouTube longer than me. She should have realized that already. And again, maybe that's me putting expectations on her, but the way that she like puts herself on this pedestal of like pristineness and correctness and I don't do anything wrong. Like you'd think someone who's spouting all that would have reached that level by now.
Right. And they like to say that about me. I've never put myself on a pedestal. I sit in a regular chair. I say stupid shit all the time. All the time, some stupid shit comes out of my mouth that I have to correct, I have to retract. But I don't go real life on people. Like I was accused of keeping somebody's name. I'm not gonna outwardly say it. She knows who did it. You're accusing me because you gave me a PayPal. I don't even remember getting a PayPal. Huh? And to say selfie probably did it. When have I ever? When have I ever? privately. No one has ever been able to produce me going into DMs or like saying, hey, here's somebody's name. I would never do that. Somebody sends me a PayPal, that doesn't happen anymore. But I'm saying years ago, you sent me a PayPal. I didn't even look any deeper to look at your name or click on your avatar and do all whatever the hell. I don't even know. I don't even know. So I think it's gross, especially when you're over here saying people need to stop accusing and all this stuff. You're making open accusations on people that have never shown a pattern of that behavior. I've never done that ever. And that shit pissed me off today hearing that shit. That shit
And
really
you
pissed me off.
can't prove a negative.
How can I prove that I didn't do that? Right. I have to let who I am show that. So people get my Selfie's always saying she never did X, Y, and Z because I've never done X, Y, and Z, bitch. Sorry. Bring it
She
down.
blamed you for the PayPal and also threw JJ in there as well for the giveaway gift.
And none of us have ever done that. None
Nope.
of us have ever done that. Like she can't even see a DM of us saying something like that or any kind of proof that would even insinuate anything like that. I didn't even know her name. Remember when I went on your panel and I was like, oh, that's probably her middle name. I had no idea that was her freaking name. No idea. I don't play stupid. I am stupid. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I like get out of here. Anyway, let me drop down so you can continue because I'm like JJ, I can talk forever. Thank you for letting me come and say that because that shit was bothering me.
You
I
can
love you.
stay or hop back up when you feel like you want to.
I'll hop back up if I feel the need. Love you,
All right,
mama.
girl. Love you.
Bye.
She always makes, like, whenever I can't get something out, Cindy, without even knowing, gets it out for me. That was perfect. All right, I got to back up a little bit. I'm behind in comments, and I wanted to respond to this. And Terry, this isn't me throwing you under the bus, but Tira has done that to me on your channel. And I know it's, something you've always said that, being a live streamer, keeping up with the chat, and hearing everything that a panel guest says is hard to keep up with, and I give you that. But it has been done on your channel by her. And Jay, totally. I don't want to take away from that. Terry has every right to deny that. I'm glad she did and didn't wait months. Yep, and there it is. Yep. Way before I ever accused B of being first suck ever. And Small Fry has been on my panel. She's not a suck account. She's fucking awesome though. She did. The people that know, and the people that don't want to know the truth, they're allergic to the truth, they can keep going on with the lie. I don't care. Hi, Tina. Yeah, you finally made a live. Well, I'm finally live for you to make a live. Hey, girl. All right. Hope you have a good day at work. Yep. Hi, Money Swipers. It's been a minute. I hope you're well. Yep. Exactly. I mean, that's part of the reason why I don't go live anymore, because I can talk out the side of my neck. I fully stand on that. But not a liar. I'll definitely say some stupid shit, though. Prove it. Prove it. Because we can't prove a negative, but you could prove it. You could prove an accusation like that if it was true. Why? And JJ, wasn't that like 4 or 5 years ago? So you held on to that for that long? If you were that nasty of a person, you would have done it a long time ago. You and Cindy. You guys have never been proven those kinds of accusations against you because it's not fucking true. I know, Terry. I don't hold that against you, but I also had to say that because it's the truth. It's pretty funny and amazing what you find when you look back at old videos and like the fucking old screenshots that are on your phone. And it's even more special when you see something that you had initially missed. And I'm struggling right now because I stood on something and I need to stay standing on it. I said I would not mention disparagingly this person's name on my channel. So I apologize for being a little cryptic right now. But I remember during a certain live where it was me and Pop, and it was after the first Sock Ever live. And someone else came up on panel. And I'm pretty sure I outright asked if B and this person ever spoke about me privately and like the stuff going on. Because again, I'm not a liar. I said that this person specifically asked to be left out of anything having to do with like her friendship with B and like a few others like from over there. She didn't want anything to do with it, and I always respected that. Always. So when I went live with Pop for the first Sock Ever live, I didn't take it to that person because they asked that I leave them out of that stuff. But looking through an old video that I was sent, I can see that exactly what I asked, outright asked, is exactly what was done. You know, when you're just a FYI, when you're doing a screen recording from your phone, make sure that your notifications are turned off. Or if a notification message from someone happens to pop up, maybe start the screen recording over again. Because I was discussed by y'all. And again, shit like this keeps happening. A year and a half ago, I said that I was talked about and sought after in a group chat. I was told by everyone that that was not true. Knowing full well that it was true. And then later, it was also said to responding to what I was saying, that I knew it. It was also said that I was never talked about. I was never a subject of conversation. And then after that, stuff just kept popping up to prove that was a lie. So yeah, turn off those notifications when you guys do screen recordings, okay? All right. Who got accused of being me? Oh, that was me, Small Fry. I was supposed to go on live with Tira, but she never set it up when I called her out for using derogatory language against my culture. She never responds to stuff like that. No one ever calls her out for it either, other than us. But yeah, Small Fry, Tira said that I was you on a sock account. After, months before, you had been on my panel with me. God, I would have to be some kind of diabolical, manipulating fucking machine to pull that shit off. Yeah, please go subscribe to Cindy's makeup channel, y'all. She's been dropping those receipts. So easy. Yes. Yep. I can be an asshole sometimes when people don't stop, but I'm not a liar and don't talk about people's real lives. Same. You were shown something by mistake or by carelessness. I suggest everyone go back through, if anything's ever boggling your mind, go back through your old videos and screenshots. Something will jump out. Yep. Anything. That's so funny you said that, because just a couple days ago to my hubs, I'm like, damn, I really suck at accents. I don't know. I was trying to do like a a New Jersey accent or something. And then I tried to do like the closest thing I can get to is Australian. No way would I be able to speak how Small Fry speaks. I can't. No, I wouldn't be able to pull that off. Yeah, and the Baltimore accent is the complete opposite of a Cali accent. No, none of us do. I would never. All right, I'm about to end this soon. I'm just going to speed read. Okay. So then B, this is how many people she name drops. And again, I'm sorry, like, I ain't trying to cause issues with any of these people, but why you have to name drop this many people is crazy. Especially someone that's not even like in or has been around this community in years. Then she's got to bring up Muzza's name. Then name drops Marissa. Then Olivia. Then Nicole. Then again name drops Pop and Jugs. Who else? Sarah's Odd. There's so many people that she just like name dropped. And I gotta say, I do have a small criticism for people. I won't say specifically because, again, it's just a criticism. I'm not trying to trash or tell you what to do. But if you are privately talking to someone behind the scenes, it would be polite to not talk on a live about what you spoke privately with that person. I didn't like that. That's all I'm going to say. And to the people, I'm sorry if that's cryptic. So remember, guys, B isn't going to speculate about who the Claymation sock channel is, right? She then spends the next minute speculating and checking people off that she doesn't think is the Claymation channel. Oh, yeah, now she name drops Honora because apparently there's some stuff popping off with Honora, who I never followed her. I knew who she was. I thought she was offline, but whatever. All while B is saying, she doesn't want nothing to do with drama, and she had a fun weekend with her family, but she certainly knows every direction of drama going on and is publicly speaking about it. Which, again, like I said last live, even if you think that's not inserting yourself, because I kind of still think that. I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. But we also got to be logical and know that people are going to take that as you inserting yourself. So maybe just stop watching the drama, and then you won't feel so enticed to speak your opinion. Unless it's being done on purpose to be able to cry about when people respond. I don't even remember who this was about, though. I really don't. I don't know that I would connect a name to this anyways, because this is fucked up. B claims to not be a part of any of those communities, but she knows about and feels comfortable enough to comment on a custody situation and to bring up that person's recovery. See, that's the kind of stuff that people share. Like, there's just certain things that I'm not going to discuss. And again, that's maybe me putting, what I would do on to be. But I don't think she even said it. She doesn't like people discussing like her medical stuff and what she's got going on. She legit said that in this stream about someone else. I don't know that I'd ever feel comfortable talking on someone else's custody situation or their recovery. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. And Terry, I don't know. I don't know what you said. I don't know what you brought up. I mean, the little bit you were on panel, but I don't remember. I don't know who said what. It very well could have been. See, B thinks she's special, and she can say whatever she wants to say, but cries victim when someone claps back. She also talks about this person grifting for money online and how that's really bad for an addict to do. I don't think I need to outrightly state the fucking irony with that statement. I'll read it one more time. She talks about this person grifting for money online, okay, and how that's really bad for an addict to do. Really, B? Again, ain't going there. Again, she has to bring up Pop again and speculates on where Pop came from because, like, no one can figure out, like, how Pop, like, hopped into the community, even though she said it many times. Name drops Sarah's Odd again. Talks about her mental health and how she was in a really bad place. And how effed up it is that people like Pop and Jugs went at her during that time. Again, I've already stated that I believe that is exactly the same situation with Coley. She also mentions people. When she says people, it usually means Pop and Jugs, okay? Messing with Sarah's Odd's head. And again, this is another situation where I'm in where I know the truth. And if anyone was messing with Sarah's Odd in her head, it was the people she thought were friends behind the scenes. That's all I'll say there. I think Chris is probably pretty comparable to Sarah too, if I'm being honest. So to still be constantly talking about Chris and responding to her, I don't understand. B says that Chris and Coley are mentally stunted. But again, she continues to talk about them. B says everyone comes on live with a list and just goes down the list calling people out. Is that not what B is doing in this members? I just had a list of names. At least we have balls to do it publicly and not make people pay. You guys, if I ever have something to say, I will say it free and publicly because I'm not entitled. And contrary to belief, I don't think I'm special. I don't give a fuck if it's 1 cent. I would never be that entitled and self-absorbed to think y'all have to pay to hear what I have to say. When I am specifically speaking to specific people. Terry, you weren't a part of all the group chats behind the scenes. You've even said that. Maybe you can say, like, you disagree with me, but you don't know that it's bullshit. You don't know what I know, and you don't know what was done. Hey, girl.
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. Hi, I'm back, everybody. What's going on? How y'all
Welcome
been?
back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back. I might as well be, right? Okay. I just came up again because I thought of a couple of things. And honestly, Terry Lynn, I'm feeling bad at this point that you are taking like a lot of the brunt for this
Hold
woman.
on, JJ,
And
do me a favor. Click out and come back in. Can you do that? I don't know if y'all heard that weird low voice man sound coming through every second. Yeah, yes, her device is burping. There you go, shadows. But what the hell was that? It sounded like interference, like a fucking what are those, like, ghost voice boxes? Like she had someone JJ has someone from beyond trying to be like, girl, stop it. Hop back up when you can, JJ. All right. So this is just so crazy. Like she starts commenting on Chris and Chris's grandchild and the like proximity, like distance they live, and it just got really foul to me. All right, let's try this again. Hello.
Hi. Am I here?
I think so.
Roboting?
Just try to keep that microphone right by your mouth, and I think we'll be good.
Okay. I should have logged into my laptop instead of doing it on my phone. Sorry. But I came back up again. You know, it's been so long since I ran my mouth. So I feel bad, Terry Lynn, because I understand that these are your friends and you're hearing this. And that's why I give you a tremendous amount of credit for even coming into a chat. You know that what we're going to be against your friends, and not against your friends because we want it to be that way.
JJ, I'm trying, babe, but your earbuds are haunted or something. I ain't even playing. Them shit, you need to put them in a fire out back, sprinkle some holy water, and say a prayer, because this sounds demonic. Oh, shit. I don't know, Terry. Someone from JJ's other side is trying to intervene here. Oh, shit. I think she should just... JJ, if you're listening, just forego the earbuds and go old school and just hold your phone up to your ear and talk like the old days. And turn off the VPN or come back to America. I don't know. Oh, probably. Yeah, probably. I know I could hear a little bit, and I was trying to see if I could let her keep going because I was kind of making it out, and then I couldn't make it out, so I had to end it. Yeah, different Terry Lynn there. I hope she's able to come up. All right, so how much longer is left here? Okay, not a lot. Okay, I'll be here in a minute, so you go ahead. Maybe I'd like to end it within 15, 20 minutes, if I'm being honest. I wanted to end it 23 minutes ago, but... Okay, now speculation begins on when... And Terry, again, I don't know if you're included in this, because I know you hopped up on panel for like a small amount of time. I don't remember at this point. I am not speaking to you, though. I'm speaking specifically to B. Okay, I just want to make that clear. Now, speculation begins on when Coley's husband goes away for work, and maybe that's why they're falling into problems. Again, Terry, this is not directed at you, but if you said, I think there are certain things that we just should not comment on. And when someone's husband goes to work and what kind of marital issues they're having, especially knowing the history of everything, that just feels yucky to me. I'm just being honest. Hello.
You hear me?
Oh my God, that's so much better.
Sorry, I logged into my MacBook. Yeah, my phone, it just freaking sucks. I was walking the dogs, and I get away from it's AT&T, and I don't understand why they're so shitty. Anyway, my point was that I feel bad for Terry Lynn because I understand that she is friends with these people and has been very loyal to them. I give her a lot of praise for even coming into a chat when she knows we're going to be talking about those people, and it may not be in the best light. But the only thing I can tell you, Terry Lynn, is to ask for proof of what these people say about us. There will never be any proof, none, that exist, that we go real life, that we mess with people, that we do these things. Never. It's impossible, because we don't do that. So it's impossible to have that kind of proof showing it. And I truly do feel bad, and I get the position, you know, that you're in. I really
It's
do.
an impossible
It
position. She's
is.
stuck between
It
a
is.
rock and a hard place. And I've always, even when I was going at Terry, we were going at each other. I've always said that Terry has balls. Terry has some big ass fucking balls. Always. I feel
Yes,
like
I believe that too. And I guess I just I feel I think my whole question with it all is what did Pop caused her this sort of reaction? And my point in that is if it's just that somebody's either calling you a bitch or saying, oh, because you exist on the planet or whatever, why are you coming at me because you exist? Like, y'all, if I were to be like crouch down and cry every time someone has said anything like that, I wouldn't be here right now. You cannot be in drama communities. And ma'am, be to you, you have been in drama communities for a very long time and then are shocked when drama is brought to your doorstep. Like, girl, either you are either able to handle this or you're not. And by handle it, I mean it would be nothing me, Bliss, Chris, Cindy, or Teresa, or any of us would ever do to you. Because we don't play those fucking games. But I'm telling you, you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. Somebody is going to do far worse than saying because you exist. I don't, the things that have been said about me, my kids, my family, everything. And I still did not dissolve into a puddle of tears. Like, it's ridiculous. It is, I'm the victim. I'm the biggest victim ever. Lady.
what they did to me.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. And there's no proof at all that we are the ones who did anything. It is your friend, be to you, Shelley Abbott Albert, who told people that you were that account. Take it up with her. Take it up with her. All we did was connect the dots and show how it's very possible that it was you. Okay. And I believe, furthermore, okay, my opinion, which I know you're going to be like, JJ said this is fact. Boo hoo hoo. I'm going to, like, I don't know, go hide for 6 months or something. JJ said it's fact. Ma'am, none of us are coming after you. We don't care. We gave our opinion as to why we thought it could very well be you. Your own friend pointed the finger at you. Take it up with her. Sorry, I don't want to hear this fucking shit anymore. Oh, the sucker. I got magnets and shut up. Shut up or get offline. Period. Like, this is crazy. When you are in, was I shocked the first time that I was doxxed? You bet your ass I was, because I never did it to anybody else, so I wouldn't expect it to be done to me. But that's not what happens in these communities. You can't guarantee. And let me be clear on something. A VPN is not going to hide you. It's not going to hide you. There are always people who know more than you do when it comes to IT. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just want to say, B, how about you never fucking say our names again and we won't have to say yours. Okay?
I mean, again, it's that simple. This is in my opinion, this is a repeated pattern of behavior because for almost a year, I think it was at least 8 months, I asked for someone to show me what Pop did. And I'm not going to get into what Pop didn't do.
Yep.
We've always stated that she's done fucked up shit that we don't agree with. She's not here to defend herself. I refuse to get into that. But Pop always said that B would always poke back. And that's why it wasn't just Pop going at her like how it's always made, like seems to be by what's told. B also reacted and poked back. And that's exactly what happened here.
Right.
And I wasn't poking.
Takes
She's
two
the one that
to tango.
poked.
Yeah, exactly. You would have never said a word. I wouldn't have said anything. I
No.
wouldn't care. We don't care, girl. We don't. We really don't care what you've got going on. But when you're going to accuse people but not point the finger at the person who actually was the one who accused you and started all of this, I don't want to hear anything else, lady. I don't. You are not innocent. And I would never in a million, every single prize or winning that happened due to a fundraiser or a giveaway that Cindy and I have done has been honored. And I've never kept any of that information. As soon as it went on the box to send it to you, I didn't give a fuck. Because what do you think I'm going to do with it? I don't care. I don't mess with people's lives. So why would I keep it? It's weird. You're weird. You are very weird. This is crazy. It's wild to me because she has no proof that we did anything to her, but she's not at all addressing the fact that it was her friend who brought up the whole first sock ever thing. That it was her friend pointing fingers at her, who was in a private chat with 4 people, 4 of them. So I wonder which one it is truly. At that point, I just say it's all of them because I don't give a damn. And what I will say is leave us the fuck alone or I will find out. I'll promise you I will. I don't care. You don't get to do these kind of things, say these kind of things with no proof, say that we're saying these things as fact and that what has happened to you by those women, what did we do to you? I mean, really, what did we do to you that you are telling the public that we did something so horrific? We're still waiting for what Jugs and Pop did. Maybe you'll add in what we did too. Because damn, this is crazy. People just spout shit and expect others to believe it. Well, no. We're coming back at you. And we may not always come back at you, B. We may not, because typically we don't give a fuck. But we've had time lately, okay? At least a little bit pocket of time. So
well, again, I'm coming back at her because unlike what Terry says here, she did poke. That's why I am here.
Yep.
And I've heard B do streams on Pop.
Yep.
That's the whole point. Like, stop. And for a while, Pop wasn't doing anything. She had made apologies. She wasn't doing shit. She didn't go live, like nothing. And out of nowhere, streams are made about her.
Yeah, Terryland, that's not true.
That's not true. And she poked again here.
It's not true. And I feel bad because, again, I know it's your friend. And that's probably why it's better to not be like, she didn't do that and I stand on it when we know she did. She did do that. And she has been doing it. It may not be apparent to you, but we understand what she's saying. Fully understand it. And it's us, those ladies over there, right? Right? The one who's all good with the people that nobody wants to be good with.
All right, I'm gonna let whoever, I don't know who this is until I let him up, so I want to put up an overlay.
Okay.
I'll
go down. So.
No, I'd prefer you to stay actually, if you don't mind. I just wanted to say that, Terry has her view, her opinions. Right. And I feel like me and you and others, like people in the chat during this live, we sympathize. We understand, but no one ever tries to understand my position. Just think if you were me and you truly believed that someone was an account that went real life, how would you feel? All right, who is this?
Hello? Yeah, you need to shut the fuck up, knowing that you go around talking about everyone else. Like, so bitch, you're clearly no fucking different. Like, stop whining and crying like a little fucking toddler. If you're gonna say shit about others, we're gonna say shit about you. And you're not gonna do a damn thing So get the fuck, over it.
Do you
You know,
want
and their own
Oh,
do you want to
shit.
introduce
I mean, stop
yourself?
doing, that type of shit. Because you're
Take the dick out of your mouth before you come
Do
up here
you
and speak to
no?
ladies.
Listen, at least have the decency to announce who the fuck you even are, or you get 0 time. No name, some weird avatar. At least say who the fuck you are. And if we can converse,
Somebody
I will
that's obviously
converse.
chewing on a dick while trying to talk to us. Like, at least take
And
the dick
again,
out of your mouth
this
and
is the obsessed level. I am saying. I talk
Yep.
about this all the time. I am only coming on reacting to someone's words. I'm not putting any accusations. I'm not doing anything nefarious. I don't go real life. I've never said that y'all can't talk about me. I don't give a fuck who you are, honestly. But I think you should say who you are. But if you want to have a channel and talk about me, have fucking at it. But don't come on here and cry that people keep poking at you and coming at you and you're struggling. And then the person who, I'm the villain now, I drop it. I don't say shit for months. Had no plans of speaking on her ever again. And she poked at me and I'm responding, and y'all can't get upset at that. So you can come up here and you can say who you are and we can try to have a conversation, or you get no airtime. Who are you?
And you can shut the fuck up.
Okay. Bye-bye.
who is he? A dude who, I don't know.
I could
chews
say
on
something,
dick
but it's
while
going to be
trying to
real
talk.
fucking offensive.
I know. I know.
So
What a
I'm just going to
weirdo.
zip it.
This is the weird bullshit that happens. Weirdo. Who the fuck are you? And why are you coming up here all hot and yelling at us? We don't even know who you are. So how do you know what we
Yeah.
know or what we've done? Like,
Soph
weirdo.
may be onto
You
something,
fucking
but
weirdo. It's not
he
hot
does
to
sound
be
that
rude
level of
and
crazy
suck
to
on a
me.
dick while coming
I
up
don't
on a
know this
fucking
community.
channel to talk to other women. You're gross. Fuck off forever. Honestly, these people are weird as fuck.
And you guys,
All right,
they
well, I'm gonna
keep
go down.
trying to come back up.
I'm listening. I still got some work to do. I'm listening though. Love you.
All right, love you, girl.
I don't love you, dick sucker.
Send you there.
Yeah. Fuck you, Bless. Fuck you, Bless. Fucking bitch. Fuck
Someone
you.
is triggered.
Who are you, you weirdo? Where did you come from? He came in on a 10 like you smacked his mama and stole
Oh
his
my God.
baby. Using a voice changer. You're a
Yeah.
coward. Dude, we don't know you. Who are you? Like, yo, he
I
came
think
in.
I can tell just from the voice changer and how they're speaking who it is, but God forbid I throw an accusation. This could turn into months-long event, and I ain't trying to have
Opening
that.
up the portal to hell. Stop being limit.
For responding when I was mentioned. Like, really, stop fucking crying. And not even have the balls to say who you are. Get the
I
fuck out of here.
know. Shut the fuck up. And then say we. Who are you? We gonna keep who's we? You weirdo, you fucking weirdo.
And
Sorry,
look, they keep trying to come back up. They won't stop.
no, don't let that asshole come
Oh,
back up.
no.
To your own channel with your weird ass basement dwelling, fucking lotion in hand, blow up doll having ass. Get the fuck up out of here. You
It was
fucking
very
weirdo.
obvious. And
All right.
hello, your lies will always catch up with you. You
Yes,
know
well,
what? Go ahead. You came up to say something. You go ahead.
no, you fucking weirdo. Stay in your basement with your lotion. It puts the lotion on or it gets the hose again. Buffalo Bill ass. Shut your ass up. All right, I love you. I'm going
And they're
back down.
still trying. Now,
Fuck
listen.
them.
Again,
them.
I won't make an accusation. But who was so triggered last live, you guys?
For real.
Within 15 minutes, had to make, a community post.
But they came in like it was personal. Like you were talking
Exactly.
about them. That's weird.
That ain't some rando
So
from
amped up.
Wokiverse.
No. They're so amped up and they said we. They included themselves. Like it's the weirdo brigade, bro. Like poof, be gone. Don't let that weirdo back up. Let him go to his own channel and spew his shit over there. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but he was disrespectful from rip. You don't have to allow anybody to have a voice that can't have a civil conversation. So we're gonna give you the same energy, you fucking basement dwelling weirdo. All right, love you.
Love you, girl. I don't even know that that was a man. But it seems like half the chat thinks it is a voice changer and half the chat thinks it's not. I instantly got voice changer vibe. And it sounds like someone who really likes to take up for their friends. Can you guys, are you able to? Oh, hold on. No, let them type that out. Because now we know who it is. Keep going. No one block them. All right. I got it. So it's one of two people now. For me, personally. But whatever. Yeah, I agree, Heather. I agree, Heather. I agree with your lies. Oh, you just reminded me of something. All right. You know, I was going to go over the rest of this, and there's not much, but basically she just goes on to shit on Coley and Chris about having a WhatsApp. She then kind of shits on people and asks why others are doing lives when consuming alcohol, says it's not a good idea, then says that she is going to do a drunk panel live, but privately, and then decide if it's worth putting public. She ends it by saying how much fun she had doing this and how she's sure one of these people will make them hold another bingo club soon. That's what it's all about right there, the next bingo club meeting. But remember, B only responds, right? Okay. All right. During B's live, she also spoke about this comment that I actually happened to see either Sunday or Monday, again, I don't remember, when I was made aware of the Claymation channel. So I was looking through it a little bit, and I was shocked to see this. This account has been, like, very critical. I don't know that I've ever seen them being, like, nasty or disrespectful, but they've definitely been critical of me and, like, other people. Too blessed to be stressed. I'll name it because I actually really appreciated this comment, and then they doubled down, and I'll read how. So I read this comment underneath one of the Claymation's videos, I believe. They say, I have a theory as to who First Sock Ever is. The account used to come up underneath a certain person's channel when I would do a YouTube channel search. And again, not going to make any more accusations, so I'll just say what they said. And if you know, you know. 773. I know someone other than me noticed it and probably took a screenshot before it was deleted or unlisted. Pay attention. Judging by the people commenting, this channel is from that same side of the camp. Talk about beating a dead horse. This is no longer entertaining. Petty mean girl drama. I think it's a combined account, and First Sock Ever is too. Not a fan of popcorn, but she was right in my opinion. I was so shocked to see that. That is someone who is not on a side. That is unbiased. Like, I perceive them as an unbiased commenter. And I always have, even when they were critical of me. So then they come under my channel. You know what, you guys, go to my channel. Go to my last live, and you can read the comment yourself. Because again, I'm not going to throw this accusation. But it's really odd how they reiterate how the same search kept bringing up that First Sock Ever channel. Now, is it the channel that's in here? Where's the lies channel that's in here? Your lies will always catch up. Okay, you're a different. So someone, or no, maybe this is you. Your @ is exposing the lies you tell. So maybe you. You respond to Too Blessed to Be Stressed and say, nailed it. I knew it was this person. Okay, it is you. because I didn't know this. And again, I always want to see a screenshot when something like this is said, some kind of photographic proof, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I won't say if it's true or not. This would not fucking surprise me. I knew it was this person because she posted the exact same comment twice. First using her main account, then under that first sock account. B was so fucking mad about being accused because she knew it was this person, but couldn't rat her out. What a tangled web they weave. Good on you for seeing it too. So thank you to the unbiased. You know, I don't give a shit that you're a sock channel. Be scared to even like a channel, because God forbid it's a sock channel that hates her in the end. You know what's funny though? And I don't know if these two accounts have caught this, because you wouldn't have if you didn't listen to B's members. But when someone comes in and hops on panel, they pretty much parrot exactly what you just said. They accuse someone else and say like something like, is it possible that that channel accidentally posted on another channel? Okay, that's what you said happened and how you saw it, and then you saw the first sock ever post. So they say that. Then it's always played stupid. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to make a sock account. You guys. Yeah, they just go on here to, again, accusing people of being this channel. What B says she's not going to do. It's the whole fucking point. But thank you to Your Lies Will Always Catch Up With You. I am too blessed to be stressed, because that one took me by surprise. You know, you shouldn't judge something, especially the unbiased ones. Y'all can be critical of me, but I'll sing your praises when you point shit out like that. And again, I take it more to heart that an unbiased channel who seems to just say whatever the fuck they're seeing says that. I know it, but I can't say it doesn't feel validating, is what I'm saying. I'm so used to like this shit, like people going against, that it catches me by surprise when new people, even my people, when you know, they have your back. And I like that people are willing to just not even have people's back, just state the fucking truth and the obvious without feeling like you're betraying. Like, it, again, completely unbiased stance, and I really appreciate that. All right, I'm going to end it, guys. This went on longer than I wanted it to. Whoever that... Oh, there's my Shannon. Girl, really? All right, yeah, start from the beginning. It was kind of a doozy. All good, girl. I'm glad you popped in. I mentioned you in the beginning. You'll probably be hearing it soon. Cindy says, and no, those accounts are not any of us. We don't have conversations with ourselves. Well, not in public. I talk to myself in the mirror. Mm-hmm. I didn't say it. And again, I didn't see it. Others saw it, though. That's two different people now. I know, girl. It's okay. Hopefully you'll catch the next one. I'll try to give you a heads up if I don't even plan to do a next one, so I'll see you when I see you, basically. But thank you guys for coming in. I really like when the channels that don't usually chat. Like Dark Soul usually just says hello in the beginning, but they said a couple more comments after that. That was nice. I like seeing the ones that I pretty much know are there supporting actually hop into the chat. So thank you guys. I hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you next time.